able to turn this camera around, you'll see all of these books that I have. I'm so grateful for you all. I don't even know where to begin with this live, other than I want you all to join me while I'm sitting here autographing and signing some of my books necessary. You all have been ordering necessary from all around the world. I feel like I'm already about to cry. I feel like I'm literally already about to start tearing up. What touches me so much about you all is you're not aware that I sit and read all the emails you all send me and all of the messages. And I think some of the things, hello, I see you guys are joining. I just want you guys to join me as I autograph and sign some copies of Necessary. I read the reviews that you all put up. I've been reading the reviews you all have put up on Amazon, and just really just all around the world, the reviews that are coming in. Why am I getting emotional? And it just touches my heart so much to, you ever go through something really tough in life and then God begins to work through you to do your very best to help someone else, but especially when you're going through it yourself. Now, for those of you who have already read Necessary, you already know what I'm talking about, because I poured so much into this book. It took over 2 years to write it. And many of you all were with me on the journey, and you guys have been by my side. Some of the very seasons that I wrote about in this book, you guys were there listening to my podcast. And just even in the very beginning, after I lost my mom, and when I was going through some very, very rough moments in life, or coming off the heels of going through some very rough moments financially with my business, and especially around the time my son was really, really, really beginning to pass away. And you guys, you know the story because you followed me. And so even all the times I was at the hospital, and I would leave the hospital and I would just go live on my podcast, or I would put up a post or something, and you all would always tell me, thank you, baby. Virginia said, I love and appreciate you so much. You all would begin to tell me how, Z, you're helping me so much. And I don't really know if you all are aware. Your seasons matter. What I'm so grateful to God for is I didn't know when we're going through our tough times in life, I didn't know that those seasons are not wasted. I want to encourage you all who are writing your own books at this point. Gosh, I was not planning on crying. I just wanted you guys to join me while I autograph some copies. But I want you all to be aware, your seasons are not wasted. When you are going through things in life, sometimes it seems like there's nothing good that can come out of it. Does that make sense to anyone, or am I just talking to myself? Sometimes it seems like there's nothing good at all that can come. And sometimes I literally sit and I read through the Necessary myself. And I look at how God pulled me through, and then I read your comments that you all send me, and then I go to Amazon and I read a lot of the comments you all have placed in there, and then I read the emails you all have sent me. And it touches my heart to know so much that in our seasons, even in our darkest moments, even after I lost my son, that was probably the closest I've been to just, I don't even know if I can say it live while I'm on live, but let's just say that was just beyond devastating for me. And many of you all know that's in chapter, I don't want to spoil or spoil things, but that's in chapter 23. That's why it's called chapter 23. Hang on a second here, you guys. But even with that, when surely there's nothing good you can tell me that would come from something that tragic in my life, the blessings that I've seen from you all messaging me and saying things and saying, Z, I gave up on God when I lost my child or when I lost my whatever. but you have the audacity to turn around and give to us even through what you're going through. Now you got me back in my Bible. So anyway, all of those messages, all of those comments, all of those reviews you all have given me, I just want to let you all know I'm so grateful. Don't think that I'm not grateful, because I really am. And so anyway, earlier today when I was sitting, I visualized and I saw God showed me in the spirit, because I knew I needed to autograph a lot of books today, and God was showing me in the spirit, why don't you do that live and just share your appreciation? And this is something I've never done before. So anyway, I'm signing books right now as I'm talking to you all, and I just want to thank you. Let me see some of the comments here. Someone says, hey, Auntie, where's your book? I just joined. It's available on my site at unlockinggreatness.com. In fact, on the home page, right now on the home page, that's why I'm autographing these copies. All of these copies are going to people that order directly from my site. The autographed copies are ordered directly from me. So everyone that orders directly from unlockinggreatness.com, there's a button on my home page that says shop or something like that. But anyway, all of those copies are autographed copies that are ordered directly from me, but you can definitely get it through Amazon as well. It's just the Amazon copies are not autographed. But if you feel more comfortable ordering, getting it through Amazon, by all means, that still helps, and please do so. But anyway, let me read some of your comments that you all have in here. I absolutely love you. Godly wisdom is priceless. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me read some comments here. Stephanie says, hello, Miss Z. Belinda says, hello, everyone. This is my first time using your channel. Love having you here, baby. I put a post up, and I may read a little bit from one of these to you all, but I put a post up yesterday. And that's another thing. That post I put up yesterday, you guys really shared that quite a bit. I want to thank you for helping me share necessary all over the world. Someone says, I've been thinking of you heavily, Zenja. Your perseverance is beautifully admirable. The rest of it went away. You may have to post it one more time, baby. Someone says, but you helped me so much. I think I have to buy another copy of your book. So upset I lost your book. Why did you lose it, baby? Oh, my goodness. Well, definitely get yourself another copy. I'm actually autographing them now. So if you're getting one right now from my site, from unlockinggreatness.com, because there's a shop button on there. If you want me to put a personal message in there to you, just let me know while I'm live, and I'll do it right now while I'm live on the phone with you. So once you put your order through, just let me know, and I can confirm if it went through, and then I'll write in here whatever you want me to say. But anyway, let me get back to my train of thought. First of all, I want you all to join me while I'm autographing some books, something I've never done. That's number one. Two, I want to thank you all for every email, every review, every story you've told me. Many of you all send me messages. Sometimes I get a lot of DMs, and I know I don't respond to all those DMs, because if I did that, I'd be responding to them all day. But what you guys don't know is whenever you've been messaging me and say, pray for me, what you all don't know is I do a prayer for you right then and there. Every single time someone has messaged me and they're going through something. So I thank you all. I don't know what else to say. For those who have no idea who I am, God woke me up years ago in the middle of the night and had me write a book. He showed me the cover, and it just has the word necessary on it. And there's nothing else on it. I mean, it just has the word necessary. My name is on the spine. I didn't know he was going to have me live through this to write it. But there's every chapter in this book literally takes you on your own transformation journey. And I'm just grateful that you all are grateful for the book, and I've seen many of you all buying it for your family and friends and other people. So I just want to thank you all. I'm sitting here doing autographed copies now, because I've got to get these mailed out today. So that's why I'm autographing them. But if anyone wants a copy, let me know. And let me know if there's a, how about this? Because I got a lot to autograph, you guys. If there's a particular section or chapter or something you want me to read from for a little bit, how about you let me know? Yesterday, I put a post up I read from chapter 1, and I know that's one of your favorite chapters. And that chapter is called A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1. You all really, really, really like spread that all over. And I thank you so much. If you guys didn't listen to that, you can go back and look up my post and look up the one I just put up. I think it was Friday or Saturday. And all I did is I read chapter 1, A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1. And for those of you who all have no idea what I'm talking about, that chapter really speaks to a moment when God finally revealed to me and made it clear to me that the enemy does not have power or control over me. The enemy does not get to show up and do whatever he wants to do in my life. And I thought he did. I thought he had all kind of power. And I was walking around being afraid. Thank you for the rose, baby. Walking around being afraid. And there was moments in life, you all ever go through difficult seasons where you actually believe in the lies that, that are really not true about yourself, but it feels like the truth and you're trying your best not to believe it. So that's really what that whole chapter is about. And the whole premise of that chapter is, thank you for leaving me on my knees in the presence of my Father, because I felt like the enemy had just literally left me on my knees. Someone says, are you on TikTok too? Yes, baby. I feel like the enemy had literally left me on my knees because I didn't know which direction to go and everything in life was falling apart. And in that particular chapter, maybe I'll read just a little bit because some of you are saying that you don't know what chapter I'm referencing. But that's the chapter that really gave me the strength and the power that I needed to understand that the enemy doesn't get to show up and do whatever he wants to do in your life. He doesn't have that kind of power. And when he left me on my knees feeling lonely and feeling abandoned, that's when I was able to look up and notice that he's limited. That's when I was able to begin to realize that all this time, my Father, and when I say my Father, just to be clear for those who don't know me, I'm talking about God, Yahweh. And just to be clear, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, is my Lord and Savior for those who don't know. But all that time, I didn't know that my Father was trying to talk to me. He was whispering to me, and I had no idea. So that chapter, Letter to the Enemy, Part 1, I thank you all for sharing it. Let me see here. Someone says, I'm just trying to read some of the comments. So I'm commenting in here. I'm signing my book, and I'm just, for those of you who are placing an order, just know that I'm signing it right now, and these are going to be getting shipped out today. But if there's a particular chapter in here you all want to, hang on a second here, you guys. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Every blue moon, you get someone on assignment, because whenever you're talking about God, unfortunately, sometimes it summons the wrong people. And so you have to get rid of some of these people that may show up randomly in your life, and they don't even understand. They're just on an assignment, which is very unfortunate. So anyway, is there a particular chapter or something you all want to hear from or read about or discuss? And I'll read a little bit while I'm signing these books really quickly. You guys can let me know if there's a chapter that you want to hear from, or if you've never heard of Necessary, you don't know anything about it at all, like nothing about it whatsoever, and you want me to just read a little bit of a sample, just let me know. Just say, Z, can you read something? Otherwise, I'm sitting here just signing books right now, so I'm going to be getting these mailed out. Alrighty, I think, hang on a second here. All right, hang on a second, you guys. Let me know if you all can hear me over here on my TikTok. I had to end up making a change in something because unfortunately we got somebody on here that was saying some things that they should not have been saying. Okay, so T. Jervy says, can you read something? I'll read a little bit of an excerpt from, if you all can hear me, just say that you can hear me. Someone says, can you read something? So it's funny because I always assume that everybody knows about Necessary. And I know you all have heard me read many parts many times before, but I always have to read a little something because there's new people that have no idea what this book is about. So seeing that I just put chapter 1 up just the day before yesterday, I'll read just a little bit from that again because I know that many of you responded and said that that really touched your hearts. So I'll read a little bit from that again. And chapter 1 is called A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1. And I'll read a little bit from the affirmation. And for those of you who've heard it a million times, you'll hear it 1,000,001 times, okay? So chapter 1, the affirmation is A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1. You tried to destroy me because you saw something in me that I did not see in myself. And you almost succeeded. But I serve an almighty God who saw the best in me, even when I was at my lowest point in life. My Father has exposed your lies, and I no longer believe your version of who I am. I am a child of the King of Kings. I am an heir of God. And then the chapter goes on to talk quite a bit about how I really, really, really thought that the enemy had free will to show up and do whatever he wanted to do in my life. And because things were not going in the direction. Thank you, baby, for the gifts. Because things were not going in the direction that I was hoping it would go, and I felt like everything was falling apart, I actually literally felt like, the enemy was the one sort of winning that battle. And so in chapter 1, and again, this is only for the new people that have no idea what this book is about. I'll read just a little bit from chapter 1, and then I got a lot of books to sign, so I'll read a little fast, but I got to sign some books. So chapter 1 is a letter to the enemy, part 1. Did you really think you had free will to do whatever you pleased in my life? You were being played like a puppet all along because you failed to notice your strings. Had you taken the time to simply look up, you would have realized my Father always kept a watchful eye over me. Hang on one second, you guys. Sometimes just have to watch this, and I apologize. But unfortunately, when you're talking about God and you're trying to help people, every blue moon, you get somebody that comes in and they can't help it. They're on an assignment. And let me stop a second and just speak on that. For those of you who have an anointing, a gift, a calling on your life, and God has called you to do something, and maybe you're not getting out there because you're afraid of what people are going to think or what they're going to say, or stuff like this, like I'm live right now and there's some people coming into the live, saying some things, and people that, for whatever reason have an issue with God or with Jesus. Let me just make this really clear. You cannot allow the enemy to stop you because you're afraid of what people may say or think. Baby, it comes with the territory. So when they begin to show up, as some of them are doing now, you have to understand that that's like a validation in the spirit. Does that make sense? So I want to challenge you all. Thank you for the hearts, baby. For those who are listening to this, you have to understand. And I do have moderators, baby. I just didn't have one on this particular platform, and next time I'll make sure I do. But you have to make sure that when you are showing up and doing what you know that God has called you to do, it's going to attract some of those naysayers and some of those people that are on the opposite side. And you can't allow that to stop you, okay? So let me finish reading. I'm going to start back over again just for this baby, Jay Jervy, who asked me to read a little bit. I'll read on here. So chapter 1, a letter to the enemy, part 1. Did you really think you had free will to do whatever you pleased in my life? You were being played like a puppet all along because you failed to notice your strings. Had you taken the time to simply look up, you would have realized my Father always kept a watchful eye over me. You never had free reign to rule in my life, and you never had the power to determine my destiny. When I listened to your lying tongue, it sounded like the truth. My goodness, it sounded like the truth, and no one could convince me otherwise. You played your role so well that you almost succeeded in making me doubt myself. You almost succeeded in making me give up. You almost convinced me that while I was in the deepest valleys, my Father neither heard my many cries and prayers nor cared to answer me because I wasn't worthy of his love and blessings. You left me on my knees feeling unloved and used, angry, abandoned, confused, hurt, and sobbing in pain and grief. You whispered to me that my life would never get any better. You tried to convince me that God couldn't use me because I wasn't good enough. And though I wouldn't admit it for a moment, I think I believed you. But now I must say to you, your greatest mistake was not all the pain and sorrow you caused me. For those who are joining, I'm reading from my book, Necessary. This chapter is called A Letter to the Enemy. But now I must say to you, your greatest mistake was not all the pain and all the sorrow that you caused me. Your greatest mistake was leaving me on my knees in the presence of my Father. That's where you really messed up. In your arrogance, you forgot who was my overseer. As you celebrated the roles you played during some of the worst seasons of my life, you forgot who knew the ending before the beginning. Somehow you failed to notice before the curtains were open, before your scenes began, before you played your wicked, evil role in my life, I was already predestined for greatness. You messed up when you left me on my knees feeling insecure and fearful, weak, alone, unsure of who I was, and doubting my gifts and talents. It was in those painful, lonely seasons that I began to sit in the presence of my Father and recognize his voice and words of wisdom. He whispers. I guess I never sat long enough to realize he actually whispers to me. I had no idea I could be strong in my weakest moments because his power is made perfect in weakness. That's 2 Corinthians 12:9. Someone write that down. I had no idea I could grow from dark places because he commands his angels concerning me. That's Psalm 91:11-12. And I had no idea it was possible to have great peace in the middle of my storms, because God is able to give me peace that surpasses all understanding. And that's Philippians 4:6-7. I'm not going to continue reading with this chapter because I just did a whole post the day before on the entire chapter. Thank you, T. Jervy. I'm glad that helped you. But I just wanted to read a little bit from people who are like, who is this woman and what is this book about? But for those who are joining, I'm reading from my book, Necessary. Many of you know that the book is available worldwide on Amazon and on my website at unlockinggreatness.com. Some of you may not know the audiobook is also available on my site at unlockinggreatness.com. And God moved in my spirit really strongly several weeks ago and placed in my heart that he wrote this book for the entire world, because the whole world needs to read this and listen. The eyes need to be open. And so the audiobook, you can get it at whatever you want. Just to be clear, you can get the audiobook for whatever you want to get it for. And I used to sell that at $27 each, just to be clear, and I wasn't having a problem selling it. So that was a tremendous sacrifice that was made, just to be clear, to turn around and make the audiobook available for people to get it for whatever they want. But let me explain why. Sometimes when you're following God and doing what God's telling you to do, it won't make much sense. There are people all over the world. Some people, $27 is like their rent, believe it or not. And so God just placed in my heart, everyone needs to hear this without excuse. So if you're on a tight budget and you're not able to get the paperback, which I highly recommend you get the paperback, because, I mean, my goodness, scriptures is all through it. There's self-affirmation questions at the end of each chapter. There's reflective reading. So with the paperback, there's just so much more you can do. But if you can't get that, and you need to get something because you want to get help, maybe at the very least get the audiobook. And that's on my site at unlockinggreatness.com. You can get it for whatever you want. And I do want to say thank you to all of you all who purchased the audiobook. And really, you guys know who you are. I'm not going to say names. You gave so much more than what I even listed it for. I won't say nothing else on that. I'll just say you all know who you are, and I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Anyway, I pray that helped you. Lee Anderson says, so proud of you, Z. Blessings to you, Queen. You were created for such a time as this. Beautiful words. Definitely will be purchasing. Thank you, baby. Thank you. So she says, so is the audio donation for the book. No, the audio book is just the audio book, period. So if you go to my site at Unlocking Greatness and get the audio book, that's what you will be getting. It's just the audio book, just to be clear. And you'll get instant access to it. So hopefully I'm answering your question. The paperback you would have to get separately, and you can get that on Amazon, or you can get an autograph. Oh, I forgot I'm signing copies. Lord have mercy. You can get the the autograph book directly from my site at unlockinggreatness.com. And actually, I'm signing copies now because I got to get these shipped out. And if you are purchasing one today and you want me to write a personal message to you, just let me know before I close this live out while I'm signing copies now, because I got a whole lot that I'm signing. All right. Any other questions for me, you all, while I'm going through this? I might read from a different chapter as well, if you all want me to read for something else. I don't see your message, baby, but it says something like how I can talk to you. I need your help. On my site at unlockinggreatness.com, you may not be aware, but I offer personal development mentorship as well as entrepreneurial. And actually, our next meeting is this Wednesday. So if you are looking to get into a good community, a good mentorship program, I'm more than welcome you to join. So you can go to unlockinggreatness.com and sign up, and I'll be able to talk to you inside of our community. All right, let me sign some more copies here, because I think I'm talking more than I'm signing, and I got a lot to sign. Any other questions for me while I'm doing this, you all? Belinda says, thanks for sharing. I'll also be purchasing the book. How much is the book? The book is $27. Even whether you get it on Amazon or you get it on my site at unlockinggreatness.com is $27. And either platform is fine with me, baby, just so you know. In fact, on Amazon, thank you all for the reviews and everything, because that's helping quite a bit with my rank on there. But on my site, the only difference is it'll be autographed. So the ones I'm autographing right now, these are actually going to be going out today. I just got my signed copy last week. Wonderful baby. Could I ask why the age recommendation is 18? I did that purposely because there are 2 chapters in here that are pretty sensitive that I'm not able to read online. Some things that I went through personally that, you know, God pulled me out on the other side. So I personally don't think it's anything really inappropriate, but I did that just, I care about everybody and I'm always careful with whatever I put out there. And so I just chose to put that in my book. Because there's 2 chapters. For those who have necessary, you already know what those 2 chapters are. I'll just say that I, you know, went through some things that I don't think any child should ever have to go through. So I'll leave it at that. But there's a reason why I put that on there. I just wanted to be protective with kids. All right, you guys, I'm signing books now, and hopefully I can get all of these out today. And let me see if there's any other questions you have. If there's something else you all want me to read from or whatever, just let me know. You're talking to me. I'm right there now. I was losing hope until I started listening to you last year. Whatever you say. Baby, you're about to get me crying, Virginia. Let me see if I can read the rest of your message, baby. So you're talking to me. I'm right there now. I was losing hope until I started listening to you last year. Whatever you say is healing. I'm crying so hard. I lost everything. You're a miracle to me. When I get financially blessed, I need all your books. I feel led to write through you. I desire the books. I can get 1 book a month. Do you make personal calls? I don't do personal calls with people, but I do have a fantastic mentorship program on unlocking greatness. And it really is absolutely amazing. In fact, some of you all on this live are already members. I would love for you to join and get in there. And thank you for what you said, baby. I'm glad that that has helped you. And even if you're going through some things and you can't get a book right now, there's nothing to feel bad about. That's why I made the audiobook available for anyone to get, so that no matter who's going through what, you can go there and you get to determine what you want to pay for the audiobook. I keep holding this up to get the audiobook for. So at unlockinggreatness.com, at the very least, you can get the audiobook, baby. Marina says, I'm a member. Oh, Marina, I love having you in the community. Oh my God, I just love you, love you, love you. And welcome. I think, Marina, you're new. I think you only joined not too long ago, but Marina, I'm so glad you're in the, you're part of my mentorship. The book is well worth the purchase. It's a powerful book with a built-in study guide. Thank you, baby. I've been following you for a few years, and your videos always show up at the right time. Thank you, Tiffany. Marina says, I love you. Marina, I love having you in the community. In fact, first of all, I was doing this live just to sign books so you all can join me, but you're making me think about something. For those of you who do want to join the Unlocking Greatness community, especially if you want to get help with personal development, spiritual development, of course, but personal development and entrepreneur development, make sure you get in there right away. We've got some wonderful special things going on right now, and this Wednesday is our next meeting where we're all meeting together. And I can't even begin to tell you some of the things that people in the community are learning, whether you're an entrepreneur or not. But one thing I want to be clear, if you have a problem with having the Word of God as your standard and you don't want to get any type of Bible-based principles to apply to your personal life or your business, then it probably wouldn't be the program for you, to be honest with you. And I mean that with love and respect. But I think all of our answers can be found in the Word of God. So anyway, thank you, Marina. I'm glad you're here. Catherine says, I just ordered the book. Wonderful, baby. I want to read. I feel compelled to read something else. Before I go into that, let me make an announcement. This is a new thing. I don't think I've announced this. I think I just announced it on my YouTube yesterday, and I put it at the end of one of my videos. Many of you all are completely unaware. You notice how I'm wearing this Unbreakable necklace, this necklace, and it says Unbreakable. Many people are completely unaware. I actually trademarked and manufactured this years ago, and I never put it out in the market. Don't ask me why, but God just, I don't know, sometimes God just, like the post I put up today, is when God hides you. Sometimes God hides you and makes you wait. If you guys haven't seen that post, make sure you see it when I'm done with this live. But sometimes he makes you wait and it just doesn't make sense in the time, in the moment. But God is just now, and I designed this and trademarked this years ago. So imagine having a whole collection of unbreakable jewelry. And I did this at a point in life where I wanted to always be reminded that I'm unbreakable. So I literally just, I think the day before yesterday, made it clear on my YouTube, I think only on my YouTube channel, that my collection is now available. So when you go to unlockinggreatness.com, that little button on there that says shop now, you're going to see that my collection is here. So let me show it to you. And I'm telling you guys the truth. My intent was, let me sit here and, autograph some books and talk to you all. But I want to show you all how beautiful this collection is. And I can't believe I'm a little, with showing it because I've had it hidden for so long and I'm just now revealing it. But it comes in gold. So this is a 316 stainless steel necklace. So it comes in gold. And then look at this, you guys. It comes in black. It comes in rose gold, you see that? And it comes in silver. And it's absolutely beautiful. I don't think I've ever even shown it. And then look at this. These are the boxes that it comes in. Mind you, I've had this for a while. I'm just now revealing this. So imagine years going by and like, why would you not have shown that? I can't explain it. Don't worry about it. All I can just say to you is I manufactured it, I trademarked it years ago, and God is just now placed it in my heart. Now is the time to let the world know about it. This Unbreakable collection, can you all see it? Hopefully you all like it. It comes in this really nice, pull-out box. And look at this, you guys. It's got the nice little pouch that the jewelry comes in. Now, initially, I'll tell you why initially I wasn't showing this to people. I can't believe I'm actually showing this now. Can't believe I'm doing this. Initially, this was just going to be for members of the Unlocking Greatness community. I thought, let me have something special just to give to them for those when they finish the 12-week retreat. I have a whole 12-week retreat based on my book, Necessary. And please don't tell them. For members that are in the community, don't say nothing to them. But I initially got it because I wanted a special treat for them. And then I just held on to it. So look at that. It comes in a beautiful pull-out drawer box. And then it's got a beautiful pouch, and it says the Unbreakable Collection by Zenja Glass. Can you guys see that? And when you open that up, your necklace is inside. And again, it's gold, it's rose gold, it's silver, and it's black. And then it's a beautiful card that's in it as well. And the card has a beautiful message in here. I'm not even going to read it all to you, but it's a beautiful message about being unbreakable. I'll read just a little bit. It says, I was not created to break under pressure. Give me just a moment, you guys. Every time when you look at your unbreakable necklace, I just want you to be reminded of who you are. It says, I was not created to break under pressure because God helps me weather my storms. He strengthens me. Therefore, I am more than a conqueror. I am unbreakable. And so that comes inside of the beautiful little pouch, with your jewelry or whatever. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know I probably spent way too much time getting this, together like how I wanted it. You guys are the first people that I'm actually announcing this to, which is unreal. But it's on my site. If you go to unlockinggreatness.com, there should be a button that says shop now, and it'll take you directly to my page that hosts the Unbreakable Collection by Zenja Glass. So if there's anyone you guys know that's going through some things, or you want to encourage them, or you want to get a unique gift. And by the way, you guys know how people try to take content on some of these channels. So make sure you always just order directly from me, from my site. And it's pretty complicated getting all these things together anyway, even if somebody tried to. But I just want to make a point that that's how it comes. You guys like this? Let me know your thoughts. I can't even believe I'm doing this. Someone says, what significance does purple have for you? I don't know if I would have time to answer that, baby. It's just a color that God gave me in my spirit. So I don't even know how to answer that. Someone says, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm actually really surprised that I'm actually showing it, to be quite honest with you, because this is a secret I've kept for a long time. And I designed it and trademarked it years ago. Again, it comes in gold, rose gold. Here are the three different, see that? Rose gold, and you can get it in silver or you can get it in black. and they're absolutely beautiful. And I have not been putting it out on the market. Just a few people know about it that sort of randomly may have gone to my site and found it, but I've never actually made an official, at least I don't think I have made an official announcement about it. But anyway, that's my collection, you guys, the Unbreakable collection by Zenja Glass. And only by God's grace, by God's will it be sold nationwide in stores all around the world. And I know that God's going to make it happen. So anyway, just wanted to show you all this. So you can get it at unlockinggreatness.com. You can go in the shop and get it. But anyway, I hope you all like that. You guys are I feel weird because it's the first time I'm actually really talking about it. Let me get back to my books. And that's, just so you know, for those who are part of the Unlocking Greatness community and for those who are part of that, the entrepreneur program, that's some of the things they learn. How do you create a product? How do you trademark it? How do you get it made? How do you get the packaging done? How do you release it to the public? How do you get it in stores nationwide? Those are some of the things that I teach inside of the entrepreneur community. That's at unlockinggreatness.com. And I know you all are not used to, I can't believe I'm going into all of this. So I don't know why I'm going deeper into this. You all are not used to seeing this other side of me because I primarily, when I come on here, I just want to talk about God and just encourage you all. But then I notice when members join my community, they say, Z, my goodness, I had absolutely no idea. There's so much more that you bring to the table in this, because I've got people in there private labeling their own products and doing all types of things. I just believe in entrepreneurship, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think God created us to go out there and multiply and grow. And I think as long as you keep him number one in your life and you're walking in the anointing and in the gifting that God has given you, I think this is what we're supposed to be doing. And so anyway, the Unbreakable collection is now out. And for those who are just joining, you'll have to come back and watch the replay. But this is my official announcement. Anyway, amen. Can't believe I just announced it. Let me see some comments here from you all. Someone says it's okay to be vulnerable. Yeah, you can kind of pick up on that a little bit. It's almost like having a child and it's like for the first time showing the picture to the world. Does that make sense? It's kind of weird because that's kind of what I feel right now, because I designed that years ago and I actually redesigned it to make it stronger with 316L stainless steel. Yeah, I never released it to the public, and this is really my first official announcement about it. So, yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it reminds me of who I am in God. All right, let me autograph a few more copies here. So I was going to read, that's what I was going to do. I wanted to read a little bit more. Someone says, that's great, it represents you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you. And if there's any, and it's for men and women, just to be clear. So that's why I have black and I have silver. I also have gold and rose gold, but the black and silver, I have some pictures I took of one of the guys wearing it. It looks so good. And the few people that know about it that's already got it, they've said, Z, you don't even understand. Every time I look at this Unbreakable, I'm always reminded of who I am. So thank you for saying that, baby. Belinda says, I've been praying that the Lord would direct me to the entrepreneur aspect of my life, as I too have to have a mandate to write. Okay, Belinda, you better come on. And in fact, for this whole holiday weekend, I think it ends today. There's $100 off of the membership, but that actually ends today. So if you are going to get in, I would strongly advise you get in today before it's over. And that's at unlockinggreatness.com. All right, let me read to you all. I can't believe I just announced my little baby and showed it to the world. Let me read to you all something that I wasn't planning on reading. But earlier when I was praying this morning, God is so good. He reminded me of this, and I was actually crying. And I haven't read this a lot, but I feel the need to read it because I really do believe in my heart that someone is going to benefit from this. So if you all have necessary, go grab your book. For those who are just joining, I'm actually in the middle of doing a book signing, and I've got a whole lot more to sign if I would just stop talking. And anyone that's ordering a book, these are actually the signings you're going to get. So if you did order one and you want me to write a special message in here too, you let me know. But let me read to you all, and that's at unlockinggreatness.com, by the way. There's a button on there that says shop now. Let me read to you all. I'm trying to find it in my book, and maybe one of you all can help me. The chapter where I talks about this vision that I had
Unfortunately, it was after my son had passed away. And, oh, here it is. Here it is. When I was really, really, really at a bad state. And I'm gonna go deep really, really fast and talk to you all about something that may really touch your heart. And necessary, if you all have it, turn to page 263. I pray to God I can read this without crying. If you've ever been in a stage in life where it just doesn't make sense, where God allowed something to happen, let me see these notes. Heavy on who am I in God? Love it, baby, love it. The Lord put her on my heart years ago, and I've been resistant. I'm not quite sure. I think you're talking about me, but amen. If God has led you here, baby, amen. So chapter 23 is the title of the chapter inside of Necessary. And if you've ever been at a stage in life where God said no, and that's another chapter in here, is called When God Says No. I'm not going to turn to that right now. I'd been praying for years for my son to survive what he was going through. Many of you know he had a bone marrow transplant. I don't want to go into detail about it because this whole thing will turn into a big crying session. But this is a vision that I had after he passed away, and this was a moment when I was too weak to pray. That's why I was trying to go with this. For some people, there's times in life where it's almost like you feel too weak to pray, but you know God's the only God we have. So it's one of those things where it's like I feel too weak to pray, and I'm not even quite sure if I feel your embrace or your presence. I don't like that you didn't allow this situation to happen in life. So here's my response to this, and this was shortly after my son had passed away. So you guys gotta get ready for this. So you all want me to read it? Just let me know. Someone says, how much for the necklace, please? The necklaces are $39.99. I think that's the price of it. These are high quality 316L stainless steel, but it's on my site. Just go to unlockinggreatness.com and you can click on that shop now thing. You all want me to read from this chapter 23. And this is after the situation with my son. So can I read a little bit for you all? Okay, someone says, please read it with exclamation marks. All right. God, please give me strength. Please give me strength to read this, God, please. I lift you in my life. I put you first. The cross is always before me. Be with me and read this through me, Father, that it helps your babies. I glorify and I honor your name. I'll do whatever you tell me to do, Father. Just be glorified and I'll do it. All right, chapter 23. My vision I saw in the spirit a few weeks after the death of my son. I didn't want God to touch me. Guys, give me just 1 minute. Give me the strength. Jesus, give me the strength. Jesus, give me the strength. Okay, page 263. Reading from Necessary, and this is called chapter 23. And this is unfortunately after the situation that happened with my son. I didn't want God to touch me. I wanted to be angry with him. I wanted God to leave me. I wanted God to leave me in the new dark corner I built for myself to call home.
I was comfortable in that tiny spot because the world was shut out and I was alone with my new best friends, pain and grief. But he would not leave me alone. He kept standing there with his arms extended, prompting me to take hold of his hand. I turned my back to him because he hurt me. He hurt me by not answering my prayers with a yes. I still loved him, but I didn't want him to touch me or ask me to do anything for that matter. He refused my prayers. He answered no to my request to let my son live. So I sat in my corner with my back turned away from his invitation. But he would not leave me alone. I felt as if God was on one side of the room, and I was in the same room, but on the other side of the wall. I had no energy to read my Bible. I couldn't even pray. I don't even know if I wanted to pray. I could only moan hums of sorrow and grief. I remember thinking, my answer is still yes to you, Lord. I don't have any other gods to turn to. You are the only living God in my life, but haven't I been through enough long suffering? Was my praise and worship not enough? Why did you allow my son to die? He only wanted to live. Night after night, I cried myself to sleep. Each morning, I was hoping to see my son standing in front of me, telling me I had a bad dream and he was fine. That morning never arrived. So I continued to sit in my corner with my back turned away from his invitation. But he would not leave me alone. He did not turn away. He stood there waiting patiently for me, arms extended, gentle, patient, kind, loving, present. I was too weak to pray, so I asked for assistance. I asked the Holy Spirit to pray for me with words that I could not express. I cried and moaned and groaned as he interceded and prayed for me. I don't know what he said, but I believe my prayers were heard because I began to feel my Father gently lifting me up and embracing me. I did not hug him back. I was too weak to hold him. And to be quite honest, I didn't want to hold him. But I was glad he held me. He wasn't dismayed by my lack of embrace. He acted as if nothing happened, as if he knew who I was becoming. My God. He gently wrapped my limp arms around him and upheld my embrace as he listened to my loud cries of agony until I could cry no more. Then he took me by the hand and began to lead me down a path. Jesus, where are you taking me? He said nothing. So we just walked quietly. He began to walk me through the seasons of my life. Every major trial and difficult season I had ever experienced appeared before my eyes. It was as if I were a main character in an adventure movie directed by God. I stood in his theater as he played each season of my life, allowing me the time to visit my dark corners and observe how he provided a way for me to stand. As I observed my life play out before my eyes, I noticed how I began to change from season to season. Something was different about my appearance. And in each new scene, I seemed to be clothed with more strength and dignity. Something was different about the way I held my head a little higher as I walked into each new season of my life. I seemed wiser in the way I handled situations. I appeared more courageous than before. And I seemed to grow in my perseverance. In each season that followed, a stronger character started to emerge. Despite all the opposition I endured, I looked more hopeful and, dare I say, faithful as I fought my battles. It was as if each season had a purpose to equip me for the next one. It was as if each season was necessary.
I also noticed I wasn't in any season by myself. Thank you, Jesus. While I did not always feel God's presence, he was there all along. Thank you, Jesus. Through it all, he stood there waiting patiently for me, arms extended, gentle, patient, kind, loving. Then the Lord did something I did not expect. He took me by the shoulders and turned me around to see who was also watching my seasons. My God. I had no idea the room was filled with spectators. They were all watching me. They seemed to be observing me from their dark corners. I looked to the Lord with a bit of confusion on my face because I did not understand why a crowd was watching my seasons. I did not understand why they were all standing there like lost sheep looking for us to help them. He said nothing. I stood there for a moment, then I said, "But God, I have nothing to give them. I'm tired. I'm weak. I'm barely hanging on myself. I've been through so much and fought through so many seasons of long suffering. Why would you ask me to help others when I'm fighting to have a relationship with you? Why would you ask me that? How can I possibly help them when I'm in a season of sorrow? I still put my trust in you, but how am I able to help anyone when you are my only hope and strength, and all I have to offer is my pain and suffering and my will to stay in the fight and cling to you?" The more I spoke those words, the more my spectators began to walk out of their dark places. It was almost as if they were somehow attracted to the light they saw in us. And somehow, the closer they walked towards us, the brighter they started to shine. I turned to the Lord once again because I did not understand how he could use such a broken vessel to help others. I asked him one last question. I said, "God, how is it possible that in my darkest season, I'm able to help them shine brighter?" He said nothing. He only smiled. I'm going to stop right there. It goes on into the reflection and some other things. For those who are just joining, I just read from my book, Necessary, and that was just a little bit from chapter 23. Oh, my goodness. I want to encourage you all. For those of you who may be going through some of your darkest seasons right now, please know that God is able to use you. And even when you are in moments where you feel like, gosh, I'm hanging on myself. I'm doing my best, God, to just, how can you use this broken vessel? Just know there's always someone else there. Always someone else there that looks to you and that gets inspired and gets hope from just seeing that you're still in the fight. So anyway, that chapter was completely written in the spirit. Again, that was after, unfortunately, the passing away of my son. I couldn't pray. I couldn't read my Bible. I didn't want to talk about God. And the fact that God showed up and gave me that vision in the spirit and allowed me to see that even as a broken vessel, he can use it. I pray to God that helped you guys. I'm supposed to be sitting here just signing books, and you guys got me sitting here reading. I pray that helped you all. Someone says, "Thank you. I so needed to hear that at this very moment." Thank you, baby. I'm so glad that encouraged you all. Let me go ahead and finish autographing some books. For those who are just joining, I was just reading a little bit from my book, Necessary, and I am just signing a few books that I'm getting mailed out today, and I wanted you all to just join me while I'm autographing books. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because I got a lot to sign. For those of you who even if you have a copy of Necessary, if there's someone else that you all feel can really benefit, and just so you know, every single story in here, yes, it takes you on a dip because you listen to my story and you go through that transformation, but every chapter leaves you back up on a high. Every single chapter takes you back up because I share about what I went through, which was not some easy stuff. But then I also share how God lifted me and delivered me through it. So if there's anyone at all that you all think can benefit from this, maybe as a holiday gift or whatever you want to get it from someone, I encourage you all to get a copy. It's on Amazon, and it's also directly on my website. If you want an autographed copy, I'm autographing copies right now. I just noticed I'm getting tears all in the book. So if you guys get a book and it's got a few tears in it, my apologies. But the autographed copies can be found directly on my site. Oh my goodness, I'm looking a mess now. What is my site, you guys? UnlockingGreatness.com. If you go to UnlockingGreatness.com, you'll see I now have a shop button on there so you can get autographed copies. And these are the ones I'm signing right now that I'm getting ready to mail out. And if you want me to put a personal message in here, just say it in the chat or something so I can so I can write it. All righty, let me see if there's any comments here from you all. It's like you're climbing a mountain and extending your hands and letting us know we can make it too. Baby, you said it so perfectly. That's exactly what I feel. Those were very, very, very difficult seasons. I can't even begin to express, but I really was pleasantly surprised to know. I just didn't even think it was possible that God can use a broken vessel. And so I'm a living witness is all I can say to you all. Someone says, Belinda says, absolutely divine encounter with God through you. Thank you for sharing your story. I needed to know that I'm not alone. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right. So for those who are just joining, I'm just autographing some books that I'm mailing off. Hopefully you guys can see the whole stack here. I've got probably about 20 or so more to go, and then I'm going to close this live out. If you all want to get a copy, oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's rare that I ask anything from you all. And here's my ask. Please help spread the word. I want to be careful with what I say because God placed in my heart the number of people that's going to get this in their hands. And I think I'll keep that just between God and I. But I'll say this, God has made it very clear to me. When he woke me up in the middle of the night and wrote this book to me, he made it extremely clear. This book is really not just for me. This book is him writing through me. And I say that with humility, not with pride. But this book is to be spread all over the world. And he's made that abundantly clear to me. This needs to be spread all over the world. So it is filled with scriptures and hundreds. And every scripture that's a part of this book came to me in the spirit, every single scripture. So no one can tell me that God didn't write this book through me. And help me spread it. So if there's someone that you know needs to get a copy or think someone can benefit from it, you guys can go to Amazon directly and get it. It's called Necessary. Or you can order directly from my site at unlockinggreatness.com. And if people, you know, are going through things and don't have, you know, $27 to get a book, I know that's not cheap, but printing is very expensive nowadays, then you can get the audiobook for whatever you want. But help me spread the word. Share the post, even when this post ends. Share, you know, what you've learned from Necessary so that other people, their eyes can be open and they can understand the power that resides in them. And it doesn't mean that their life have to be falling apart. This book is not all about your life falling apart, because there's some chapters in here, like the one of the chapters called I Won't Apologize for Going Higher. There's some very empowering chapters in this book to help people who really are out there kicking butt and doing what they need to do. But you don't need to apologize by taking it to a higher level. Kind of like with me introducing my Unbreakable collection today. I'm really amazed that I finally introduced it, even though I trademarked this years ago. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I've got a full Unbreakable jewelry collection that comes in a whole nice kit, right? I don't have to apologize to anyone for designing this and for creating a collection to remind people that with the help of God that they're unbreakable. You get my point? I don't have to stay in this little box that I've been in my whole life in the corporate industry. Does that make sense? Or as a mentor, many of you all know I run a mentorship program at unlockinggreatness.com. I don't have to stay in that box. I also get to invent products and services so that I can have these in stores around the world. Does that make sense? And by the way, that's some of the things you learn inside of the entrepreneur community if you should decide to join. But anyway, help me spread the word is what I'm asking. Auntie Z, are the signed books only through your website? Yes. The only way you can get an autographed copy, let me sign another one while I'm here, is you go to unlockinggreatness.com, and right there you'll see some shop button somewhere, and you'll be able to get it. It's same with the Unbreakable collection. I have that on there now. But yeah, you'll have to go there. If you order through Amazon, which you absolutely can, in fact, please, I ask some of you all to order through Amazon because that improves the rankings. But if you order through Amazon, you'll still get the book. It just won't be autographed, okay? And I apologize. Some of you all are going to get this book, and it may have a few tears in it. Just know that in real time, I'm signing these, and the tears and stuff is just flowing. Belinda says, yes, it was necessary for me. Someone says, I'm all the way from South Africa. How do I get a copy? If you're ordering from out of the country, I would suggest two things. Go directly to Amazon. Hang on, let me stop crying. Go directly to Amazon because with Amazon, I ship worldwide. So, or you can get the audiobook on my site at unlockinggreatness.com. And the audiobook, you can get it for whatever you want to get it for. So hopefully that answers your question, baby. Any other questions for me? Hey, sis, love your motivational. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me finish signing these. I've never done this before where I'm signing books. You guys can see how many, let me put the stack over here, how many already I've signed. And I still have another stack, probably almost the same size. So someone says, also in South Africa, and would love to get a copy. Yes, baby. If you in South Africa, you can order directly from Amazon. Hang on, let me sign this so I don't mess this up. You can order directly from Amazon. They ship worldwide for me. I found it's easier to just use them. And if you want to get the audiobook, that can be done directly through my site at Unlocking Greatness. I also have autographed copies available directly on my site as well. And these books are the ones that are going out today. If there's a special message you all want me to put inside of a book and you've placed your order like now, let me know and I'll check it just to make sure your order went through, and then I'll write in there whatever you want me to say. So just use this time if you want me to. Someone says, how can I join your mentorship? Thank you for bringing that up because today, Saturday, Sunday, and today, we put and this is something I've never ever done, but we put a special on there where people can save $100. So today would definitely be the day you'd want to get in it, because by the time I leave from here, hopefully that, or at least later tonight, early morning, I think later tonight, that link's going to be taken off. But just go to unlockinggreatness.com. If you want to join the, let me explain something, because sometimes people, when they go to the site, they ask me the same question over and over. So let me explain it. When you join the Unlocking Greatness community, you're going to be having access to the 12-week necessary retreat, the mentorship sessions, all of that, mindset exercises, the whole thing, and everything's done online. And in fact, I'll probably be talking with you later tonight when you go inside of the community, because I'm in there every day. But when you join, you're going to have a choice between, hang on, I think this is about to time me out because it's been an hour now. When you join, you have a choice. You get to decide if you want what workshop sessions you want to be a part of. We have live workshop sessions. So just like, I don't know if you saw me when I was talking about my Unbreakable jewelry collection, which I'm releasing to stores nationwide, right? Right now, you can get it on my site, but it's going to be in stores all around the world. But let me put this back in here. But if you join the entrepreneurial session, you're going to learn everything from podcasting to writing and publishing, releasing your book, trademarking, producing, private labeling your own products, which this is not the first product I've private labeled. It's just the first one I'm announcing live online to the public, because I generally keep my stuff private. But you'll learn all of that. You'll learn, maybe you want to be a coach and start your own mentorship, program or what have you, or, you want to get your ministry off the ground and you just want to grow your social media platform. So there's so much you're going to learn, but all of it is about, first of all, lifting and glorifying and honoring God in your life. And it's about global reach. So if you're looking to get into a good program, when you come to unlockinggreatness.com, you get to decide if you want to be in the personal development workshop sessions, right? Because not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur or grow a business, or if you want to be in the entrepreneur. So you get to decide. So that's the difference. When you go there, you're going to see there's personal development, there's entrepreneur. And so the only thing I want to tell you, because this is the same question that everyone asked me, if you get into the entrepreneur one, hang on, let me sign this book, because I can't talk and do this at the same time. If you get into the entrepreneur program, as of now, you still have access to everything the people in the personal development would be getting. Now, people don't know this, but I'm going to be completely separating the two come the beginning of the year, because I have a new thing that I'm introducing I'm not going to talk about. So as of now, you'd be grandfathered in, which is great. So if you do come in and you decide to take the entrepreneur option, that's good to do it now, because that means you're going to have access to everything everybody gets in personal development, and you have access to all of the entrepreneur workshop sessions as well. So you'll be getting both. So hopefully that makes sense. And the moment you, hang on, I can't sign and talk at the same time. The moment you sign up into the program, you have instant access. That's another thing some people didn't know. So you'll be able to log right in into your library. And in fact, we just put a beautiful promotional video up, so you'll be able to see what to expect. But you'll be able to log in, introduce yourself to the community. It's the best community in the world. I love them. We've gotten to know each other personally on personal levels. But introduce yourself into the community and start on the necessary retreat right away. You're going to see a tab that says necessary retreat. Just click that button and start going through the retreat, because that retreat is going to take you through a really beautiful journey. All you got to do is press play, and you're going to see videos of me coming up and teaching you, starting with, really rediscovering who you are. What are your God-given talents? What are you here to do? And so you're going to walk through that whole foundation, and then you're going to walk through learning how to let go of what no longer is needed, developing healthy boundaries in your life. So there's just a lot that you're going to be walking through, and every week new modules are released. And then you'll be seeing me in the live workshop sessions where it'll be me, you, and a lot of other people. We're on live Zoom calls, and we have the time of our lives. So our next live workshop session is this Wednesday. So if you do join, today would be the day, so you can take advantage of that discount that's going to be on there just for today. And then I'll see you Wednesday live inside of the platform. And if you're talking about writing a book, or having any kind of a product or a service, you absolutely want to be in the entrepreneur one, because there's so much I teach and talk about. We have guest speakers. We just do a lot. I just don't talk about it online a lot. You got to be careful with some of the things you put out there. But for the members who have joined, and I'm sure some of them will comment, they will let you know, oh my goodness, she's not joking. We learn a lot. So this week, this Wednesday, we're focusing heavily on marketing, on how do you get global reach for your company? How do you take it to the next level? So anyway, I hope that helps you, baby. And just go to unlockinggreatness.com. You can get all your questions answered there. Go straight to unlockinggreatness.com and just click the button that says join, and everything will be right there. All right. I'm almost done signing books, you guys. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 more books to go. So if there's anyone that's trying to get their hands on a copy of Necessary, I have 11 more. Go to unlockinggreatness.com and click on shop and put your order in. And then you guys can let me know if you want me to personalize the message for you while I'm signing now. And in fact, I'll hold off on these last few in case you guys want me to put a personal message in there. All right, I hope this has helped you guys. I've never done a book signing live. This is something I normally do privately by myself, and for whatever reason, God just put it in my heart to do this. If you guys type the message and want me to read it again, just type it again, because this monitor is so tiny. If I do any kind of scrolling, I'll accidentally mess it up. Let me finish with this. All right, I'm running out of room. And I've got a few more left. And these are for the orders that are being placed today. Okay, keeping it going. Let me see. God must have heard me and didn't even say anything because what a special message. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you. Auntie Z, I just bought. Can you verify? Also, custom message. Anything is appreciated. What's your first name? Is it Ashley? So, Ashley, I'm going to take you at your word that did you just buy it directly from my site, Ashley? Let me just check and see really quickly. Hang on a second. I'm going to see. Can I very quickly? Okay, yeah, Ashley, I do see that you just got it. What message do you want me to put in here? I'll put a special message in here for you. I just saw your order come through. Can I address it to you? So let me know what you want me to say in here. Let me know if I can address it directly to you. For those of you who have no idea what's going on, I'm signing the books that are getting mailed out today. God willing, all of these will be mailed out today. And anyone that's placing an order now, because I'm getting ready to close this out actually, I'm going to write the personal message in here that you want me to write. So she says, anything you feel led to say. Oh, okay. And I can address it to you, Ashley, because once I write it in here, I can't change it. Okay, so you guys give me a moment. I want to, God, what is it that you want me to tell Ashley? What is the message? Oh, I got something for you, Ashley. Starting off with, hi, Ashley. I'm not going to even tell you what I'm writing. I want it to be a surprise when you get this, Ashley. For those of you who want a copy if necessary, if you want a personal message in here, let me know before I close this live out. I've got about 7 more books left, but I'm writing a personal message right now to Ashley. God hears your prayers. He is with you. Ashley, you're going to cry when you read what I'm writing in here. It's completely, 100%. I'm writing in here what I feel God has put it in my spirit to write. I'm not even going to read it to you. I want it to be a surprise. Let me just make sure I didn't mess up anything. When you do get this, Ashley, she says, can you date it as well? Yes, baby. What's today's date? Someone tell me today's date because I think it's the 1st, isn't it? Let me see. It's 12. What's today's date? Someone let me know really quickly. Is today the 2nd? Omega, I think you said you just did one as well, so I'm going to pull up and confirm your purchase, and then I'm going to, okay, today's the 2nd, 12/2. That's bad when you can't remember what year it is. Is it 24? 12/2/24. So, Ashley, when you read this, what I just wrote in here, I want to read it so bad, but I want you to read it privately, and I want it to really touch you. So when you read it, make sure you DM me. I think you're on my TikTok platform. Make sure you DM me and let me know that you got it and you read it, okay? So I'm going to put this one here to the side, and as soon as I close out this live, I'm making sure yours get mailed out right away. Let me see if there's anybody else really, really quickly that wanted a personal message. 1 second here. Was that you, OLUW? Is that how? You would have, okay, so if anyone's placed an order, okay, Omega, can I can I address it to you? If anyone else placed an order, now I only have 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, I have 7 left. So if anyone's placed an order, and I've never done this before, but anyways, what God placed in my heart to do, and I'm glad I did. If anyone placed an order, you want me to write a personal message, say something in this chat thing so that I can get it written out, because these are about to get mailed out. So Omega said yes, please. Okay, I can address it to you. Omega, is there something specifically you want me to say? Or you want me to just pray about it and write? So you let me know. And you said I can address it to you. So that's hi, Omega. For those of you who are just joining, I'm doing a book signing right now for my book, Necessary. I don't have time to explain what it's about now. So if you have no idea what it's about, I would suggest listening to my podcast, Unlocking Greatness podcast with Zenja Glass, or go to Amazon. You can go to Amazon because there's a full description of what my book's about, and you can read reviews. But it's a book that takes you on a transformation journey, just so you're aware, filled with scriptures and meant to give you hope and inspire you. And I'm autographing some copies and in real time, actually, so that people can get it now. I'm going to mail these out today. So if you want a copy, go to unlockinggreatness.com, and right there on my site is a button that says something. I think it says order now or something, and you can get it. Okay, allow it to be the Holy Spirit led. Thank you, glad I found you. Okay, give me a moment here. Oh my goodness, God, what do you want? What do you want her to know? You're going to cry when you read this, Omega, because I'm trying not to cry to write what I'm about to say. I don't want anyone to read it. My God. Omega, if you don't mind me asking, are you in the ministry? Do you lead a church or anything? Are you over some people, like a congregation or something? If you can respond and let me know. Okay, then that makes sense. You says I'm a women's ministry leader and also a youth pastor. Okay, well, I'm glad you just confirmed something. So you're going to really love what I just wrote to you. So thank you for confirming that. You told me I can write what this is pretty deep. Do not fear what others. My God. Oh my God, my God, my God. And today's date is what, the 12th? I don't want anyone to read. I'm not going to read you what I wrote, Omega. I want you to read this on your own privately when you get it, but let me make sure I didn't mess up anything. And I'm glad you confirmed that you're in the ministry, you're a youth pastor, because as I was writing, that's what was in my spirit to write about. So I'm not going to say anything else. Anyone else, before I close out, I have about 6 more books here. And if I missed you, if you were putting some notes in the feed and I missed you, if you bought a book and I missed you and I didn't get to personalize it, just please write something again. And I'm sorry if I missed you, but I'm going to close this live out in just a little bit. But was there anyone else? Yes, ma'am, I received it. Signing up for your mentorship. Wonderful. I hope to see you this Wednesday then. Make sure you get in there today so you can save that $100 because we just put that up. Anyone else that's placed an order? I saw some more orders come through, but I don't know if you all wanted me to put a personal message in there for you. And I don't want to call you by name and put you on the spot. So if there's anyone else that placed an order and want to, and when I say placed an order, I mean directly through unlockinggreatness.com. Let me specify. Because I can't personalize and autograph books that are headed into Amazon. So Fatima says, did you say that no matter the package chosen, we have access to both? No. If you choose the entrepreneur package, Fatima, then you do. You have access to both. So if you choose entrepreneur, you're going to be seeing me a lot over the over the next several months, but you'll have access to the personal development workshops as well as entrepreneurial, the retreat, everything. In our next meeting, and please make sure you join that meeting, is going to be this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure if you do choose the entrepreneur, you'll be at that meeting. You'll get it. You'll get a notification. I don't want to talk too much in detail online about how things go because not everybody that listens has the right intentions. But you get notified not only in the community, not only through our platform, and you'll be able to RSVP. But make sure you be in that meeting with us Wednesday. So if you are in any way in business, I talked earlier about my products like my private label products of even my Unbreakable jewelry line, which I just announced today. I've trademarked this and, private label the entire product, and God willing, this will be out in stores really, really soon. And it comes with the pouch. It comes with, the signature box with my name in it. The jewelry comes inside of it, beautiful card and all of that. These are some of the things inside of the entrepreneur community. If you choose to want to learn about private labeling your own products, or having a course, or doing a podcast, or writing and publishing a book, all of that kind of stuff, anything that's got to do with producing passive income, which is totally fine to do, by the way. Sometimes people get weird when it comes to talking about money because we think it's wrong before God. It's not the case at all. That's a whole nother subject I won't get into. I believe we're supposed to diversify our income. I believe we're supposed to multiply and grow the gifts and talents God's given us. And I believe we're supposed to be a generational blessing, not only for our family, but for others. But I also believe God always has to be number one. And I know I went a little deep with you, Fatima. You didn't ask for all of that, but I just want to specify before you get in the entrepreneur community, you're going to learn some of everything about some of everything when it comes to growing a company, growing a business, getting your product or service off the ground. But you also are going to learn quite a bit about the importance of keeping God as number one in all your plans and in everything that you do, validating in the spirit that is even for you to have, right, before you go and get it in the physical. So if you don't want that and you just want just business and you don't want God being in the picture at all, then I would say don't get in it. But if you don't mind, applying Bible-based principles and then applicable things to actually get your business growing, then please get in there and get in there today, because today, at the end of the day, I don't know exactly what time that $100 off is going to go away. So we did that for this holiday weekend thing. But anyway, to answer your question, Fatima, yes, you'll have access to both. Someone says, Shelly, you just bought a copy, and I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 6 left, Shelly. Do you want me to personally put a message in here personally for you, Shelly? You let me know, knowing that I've been asking for. And then Omega, did you purchase another one? Because if you did, let me know who I need to address that one to. So you have to let me know if you end up purchasing another one really quickly before I begin to close things out. So hang on a second here, you guys. I just have a few left. Shelly, if you bought my book through my site, can you confirm, I don't want to say anything on your personal information online, what name did you put in there? Because I don't see a Shelly. So just confirm for me, Shelly, if you did, if you got it through unlockinggreatness.com. because that's going to take you directly to my site. Okay, good. I do see that name in here. So can I address it directly to that name, Shelly? The name Michelle, can I address it directly to Michelle? Let me know. And then let me know if there's a certain message you want me to put in here, or if you're going to let me just write whatever God puts in my heart. Okay, you said I can. So I'm going to start off with Hi, Michelle. Do you go by Shelly or you go by Michelle? What name you want me to put in here? Let me know. Okay, you want me to write whatever God placed in my heart? Okay, you go by Michelle. So I'm going to write something. Hi, Michelle, M-I-C-H-E, M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E. Okay, give me just a second. Covering my hand. I don't want you all to see what I'm writing here. You're going to cry when you read this, Michelle. My God. Yes. Oh, you want me to date it as well? Let me date it. Hold on, Michelle. Let me read it. When you get this, Michelle, really with all of you all that's ordered a custom copy, I guess if that's how you want to say it, can you make sure that you please go into my DM, however you guys do it, and make sure you message me to let me know that you read it and if that resonates with you, okay? And then we get personalized message. What a blessing. I can't wait to read the book. Yes, yes, yes. So if there's anyone else that placed an order, I don't want to put anyone on the spot. I know there's more orders that came through. For those who have no idea what's going on, I've never done this before where, can you even see the books? Where I'm literally autographing. I'm autographing books and I'm mailing them out. And as soon as this live ends, I'm literally getting ready to pack up books and mail them out. So if you want a custom message on your book, something I've never done before, never. Now is the time. I've got 4 or 5 left, or is it 7? Oh, these are done. Oh, okay. So I take that back. I don't even have that many left. I have 5 left. So if you all want me to write a custom message in here for you, let me know. So I received my book. Thank you. Want an autograph. Did you already receive it, baby? Or you're saying you just purchased one now? So just let me know. And then Chris is saying your book is a blessing. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if there's, and I'm not going to read anymore because I've already read from 2 chapters and you all had me bawling. But if there's any specific chapter in here or something that really stood out to you, that's really helped you, just let me know and we can probably talk about it a little bit. I'm probably going to close this live out in less than 10 minutes. I've got about 4 or 5 books left and I got a feeling these are going to be gone pretty quickly. So Chris says, your book is a blessing. Chris says, yes, I already have your wonderful book. Okay, baby, I just wanted to make sure you didn't just order it now and that you wasn't waiting for me to sign it. So if there's anyone else, let me know. Someone says, is your book available on Amazon? Yes, LaWanda. You can go straight to Amazon and get Necessary and order it on there. In fact, I encourage you to do that as well. You don't have to order an autographed copy because that certainly helps with Amazon. So you can go straight to Amazon and order Necessary and get it as early as tomorrow. Chris says, I'll reorder. If you are going to order it, let me know really quickly before I close out this live so I can put a message in here for you, baby. So while I'm waiting on Chris, I think she's getting ready to place an order. And that's at unlockinggreatness.com for those of you who want to get I have 5 left who want to get an autographed copy and want me to write a personal message to you. Just go to unlockinggreatness.com. There should be a shop button right there on the home page somewhere, and it'll take you to my site where you can get necessary. And for the first time, I can't believe it, but I introduced my Unbreakable jewelry collection, so that every time you see Unbreakable, you'll know that you are unbreakable with the help of God. But anyway, let me recap a little bit why Chris is placing her order, to give her a little bit of time before I close out. I read a little bit from A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1, so that you all can always be reminded that the enemy is always lying to us, always. And that's what he does. He tells lies. Let me read one little section from that I don't think I read. On page 10 from Necessary. Let me read page 10. Just one little paragraph in here. Because this is the moment when I was realizing, my goodness, I'm feeling so bad about myself, and all this time I'm believing all these lies that the enemy is telling me. And I honestly didn't think that things would change in my life, because maybe your lives are a lot different than mine, you guys, but I've been through a lot. And I don't know, you ever just feel like, man, I'm up and I'm down, and like it's almost as if you feel like the enemy can just show up and do whatever he wants. And this is the moment when God revealed to me, no, baby, you believe in a lie. The enemy is very limited. So let me read to you guys just this one little part in here. When I feel like God really just really put some powerful words and scriptures in my heart to write about. Keep in mind, all of these scriptures came to me in the spirit, just to be clear. So this is A Letter to the Enemy. This is part 1 from my book, Necessary. And I'm just reading a little piece from page 10. Perhaps you should have paid closer attention to the conversation you had with my father in the book of Job, chapters 1 and 2, when your boundaries were set as you attacked Job's life. You are limited. You do not get a backstage pass to do whatever you wish to do in my life, because my overseer is always at work, and you cannot climb up your strings to take his place. While you told many false lies, again, I'm addressing the enemy for those who have no idea what I'm doing. While you told many false lies, you failed to mention that God did not have to get off of his throne to remove you from your place, because you are not his equal. Archangel Michael and his angels fought against you, but you were not strong enough. They hurled you down to a small rock that we call earth. That's Revelations 12, 7 through 9. You failed to mention that when God's children resist you, you must flee from us. That's James 4, 7. You failed to mention the power and authority our Father has over you, and how you beg Jesus again and again not to send you away. That's Mark 5, 1 through 13. You failed to mention how you were driven out on several occasions and had no power over God. That's Mark 8, 16, Mark 1, 39, Luke 4, 31 through 35. And you certainly failed to mention that the same spirit that raised Jesus Christ, Yeshua, from the dead now lives in us. And that's Romans 8, 11. And we are called to do even greater things, which is John 14, 12 through 14. Interesting, isn't it? Many people say the greatest trick you perform is by convincing the world that you don't exist. I think the greatest trick you perform is by keeping us distracted with pain or pleasures so that we don't discover who we really are in the sight of God. Let me pause there 1 second. This is why every single, I don't care what program you get into, if you do decide to join the Unlocking Greatness community, whether it's personal development or entrepreneurship, you have to start off with getting your foundation solid and knowing who the heck you are in God. And this was the moment where God was beginning to reveal to me who I really am in his sight, not apart from him, but when I'm in his sight, I'm a whole different person. And that's the strength I want you to have. When you show your butt up and you understand and know the power that you walk in, baby, there's no devil in hell that can hold you back, no matter what comes against you. So that's where I was coming from. Now I see why you don't want us being still in his presence. I see why you love it when we don't have time to pray or to worship God. I see why you like to cause confusion and fighting among us. And I see why you love to keep our minds occupied with fruitless activities. Because if God's people truly understand the power that resides in us, my God, and if our eyes are open to the true spiritual battles, you would have no power. You would have no victories to call your own. If only the world knew, my God, how limited you are. For those who are just joining, because you may say, well, what is this girl talking about? I'm addressing the enemy. This book is called A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1. If only the world truly knew that you are the one who fears the power of God at work in our lives. So I just wanted to read a little bip more from chapter 1 from Necessary. Let me finish with these orders. I pray that help you. Omega ordered another book as well as Melissa and Melrose Auntie. Oh, then I may be out. Let me make sure I pulled over the purchase. Mel, oh my goodness, baby. I just love you. Personal message, please. Page 10 did it for me. Okay, so let me start with you, baby. Mel, M-E-L-O, and Mel, let me know the name that I should address it to. Let me pull over. This baby don't pull it over to make a purchase. Is it Melissa? This is my relaxation book. And she said this is her relaxation book. Mel, is it Nalissa with an N? Is it with an M or an N? I don't want to, because I'm seeing an M in here, and I want to make sure I'm doing it with the right person. So type that name one more time, baby, so I can make sure I'm addressing it to the right name. Okay, good, because I do see a Melissa. Okay, Melissa, let me write yours now, and then Omega, let me know who I should make the next book out to, but don't type it right now. Someone says, how can I order? I have 3 copies, so you can go to unlockinggreatness.com. Let me get my thoughts together. First of all, you can get it on Amazon. But if you want a autograph copy and you want me to personalize it, and this is something I've never done before, then go to unlockinggreatness.com, which is my mentorship website, by the way. But go to unlockinggreatness.com, and right on that home page, I have a button there that says shop now or something. And you'll be able to place your order now. And if you want me to write a personal message to you, please let me know, because I do need to get this live closed out pretty soon. Let me address, hang on a second here. Melissa, is there anything specifically that you want me to write about, or you just want me to just write? So you let me know. I'm going to start off with, hi, Melissa. So, Adja, you were asking how to order. You can just go to unlockinggreatness.com, and there's a link on there that says shop, where you can get Necessary, and you can also get the, or you can go to Amazon and just order it directly if you don't want it personalized. Melissa, let me know if you want me to put a certain message in here, or if you want me to just write whatever I want to write in here. Just let me know. Yes, LaWanda, the scriptures are absolutely listed in the chapters, and anyone that has this book can let you know that there are hundreds of scriptures throughout this entire 300-plus page book. There's at least almost, I counted, there's almost 300 passages in there, because I didn't want, nothing comes from me. Everything that I wrote, there was a scripture that backed it up. So thank you for asking that. And you know what? I want to say something to you, LaWanda. I'm glad you're asking that, because it's important that, when you guys are out here buying stuff and getting books and stuff from people, you better know who people serve, and what they're all about, So just to be clear, and I don't apologize for this, God, Yahweh, I serve God. I believe in Jesus Christ, Yeshua, my Lord and Savior. So just to be clear, the Holy Bible is my guide. Got my Bible right over there. So make sure when you're buying books from all these people that you know what you're getting. So thank you for asking that question. Someone says, Melrose says, I just ordered mine. Please put a message in there for me and personalize. Just right, being challenged spiritually. Okay. All right. So, oh, my batteries are going out too. Okay, so I got to write fast because I didn't know it was live this long. Melissa, let me do you first really quickly. God. Melissa, this is deep, just so you know. Let God refine you, my dear sister. Let him mold you into his image. Hang on, you guys, because this is very personal what I'm writing her. Yield to his instructions. Wow. My God. Melissa, please make sure you message me when you read this and let me know. Hold on, let me date it. Hang on, I'm not going to read it out loud. I want you to read this message when you get this book, but give me a moment to read it. Please, Melissa, make sure when I mail this off to you today, make sure you message me when you get it. I have 4 more left. Okay, who are the other ones that ordered that I need to? Someone says, I just ordered, please put a message in for me. Is it Melrose? Let me just check and see if your name is in here. Melrose, confirm where you ordered from. Did you order directly through my site? Because if you ordered through Amazon, I'm not able to personalize it. So just confirm the name that you put in when you order through Unlocking Greatness. Just confirm the first name. I just want to see it in here. And then Omega, if you ordered another one, let me know. Omega, I see yours. So let's do Omega's first. Omega, who's the second one you want me to address this to? So give me the name, Omega, and let me know who's the second one that I need to address it to. Who is the second one? Omega, yes, I have 2. Her name is Jarsavia. Jarsavia. Is this someone fairly young, but an adult? Let me know. And let me know if you are giving me the freedom to write what I want to write in here. Okay, this is good, perfect. And then, so I'm addressing her. I'm going to write something in here. And then, do you want me to put your name in here as well? Or don't bother, just make sure I send both books to you directly. So I'm going to go ahead and write while you let me know what to do. Okay, so I'm writing this to the Jar, then it's Savia. Give me just a moment, okay? You guys see, I don't write just a little something. I like to get into it. So let me just finish this up. He's going to do mighty things. Okay, let me just read it through. I'm not going to read you what I wrote in there for Jarsivia, but Omega, let me make sure I put that with your book, because I'll mail those both off. And Omega, let me know if those both are just going to be mailed to your address. Okay, someone says I just ordered. All right, I have 3 left, or is it 4 left? Oh, no, that's Michelle's. Nope. So I have 3 left. Okay, someone says, Mim says, I just ordered a copy. For those of you all who are joining me, I'm doing something I've never done before. This is why, let me just say this really quickly, because you guys really don't see this side of me, right? I'm normally on here encouraging you all with scriptures, and then I get off. This is why it's just so important that you always walk in step with the Spirit whenever God puts on your heart to do something. I've never done this. I don't think I've ever gone live and done a book signing. This is something I normally do privately. I just sign books and just keep going. But after praying this morning, I was sitting and reading something, and I can't quite explain it. I wish I could put it in words, but it's almost like in the Spirit. I literally saw me signing books. I can't explain it, but I always ask God to order my steps. So when I walk in my office, the first thing I do is I get on my rug. I have a purple rug in front of my desk, and I remind God, this is his company, this is his thing. Everything I do, just show me the way to go. And literally, he put that vision in my heart of me signing books and talking to people. And I'm like, that's something I don't normally do. And God just placed that in my heart. So that's why I'm doing it right now. And you always say, well, why are you telling me that? I'm explaining to you the importance of walking in step with the Spirit. Something I never thought of doing before, right? When God places in your heart to do something, even though it may be something a little out of your comfort zone or out of your normal routine, just do what he's asking you to do. And I pray that it's been a blessing for you all. I wasn't even planning on being live for this long, to be honest with you. But I'm grateful that I got to write some personal messages to a few people. So let me sign these last few books. Who am I signing this one for? Let me just see really quickly. And I need to get my butt off of here. Okay, so who is Penny? Penny. Thank you, Ashley. Who is Penny? Let me know, Penny, do you want me to autograph this? And do you want me to put a message in here for you? Okay, so Penny is you? Okay, perfect. Okay, and is it okay that I address it to Penny? Let me know, can I put that name in there? Okay, perfect. So Penny, that's Penny. And is there something specific you want me to write about, or can I write in here whatever whatever comes in my heart to write you? Let me know. I don't want to just assume. Hello, somebody saying, how are you? I'm good. I'm wrapping up a live. I've been live over an hour, and I'm actually getting ready to close it out. And for those of you on my YouTube, my battery is down to next to nothing. So if this just goes out, I didn't close it out on you. It's just I wouldn't plan on being live for this long. But Penny, let me know if it's okay for me to write whatever you want me to write in here. I don't want to assume. Okay, good. She says, yes, I would love that. All right, for those of you who are still sitting around, I have 2 left. So if anyone wants a personal copy of Necessary with me writing a message to you, you can go to unlockinggreatness.com, and there should be a Shop Now button on there. And if you place your order in there, just say something in the chat really quickly to let me know that you want me to autograph it. But I got to be silent a moment because I want to, I just want to know what to write to Penny. God, speak to me. I want you all reading what I'm writing. Penny, make sure you read this. Mm-hmm. Trust. Mm-hmm. Penny, you really make sure you read this. Jesus. My God. My God, my God, my God. I wish I could just read to you what I just wrote, Penny, but I wanted to come as a surprise. Let me read it back again. My God. Okay, Penny, I just finished yours up. And please, Penny, DM me and let me know once you read it. Whatever platform, I think you're on my TikTok, but DM me directly and let me know. I can't wait for you to read it and you tell me if what I wrote in there is what you're going through right now and if it helped you. So you all, I have 2 left, but I'll go ahead and close out. Someone says, hello, I have your book on audio and paperback. Donna, that's what I do. When I listen to it, I actually like to follow along in the book as well. So I'm so glad you have both of them. I love you all. This has been wonderful. I have 2 left. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody because I saw some more orders come through, but I don't want to assume that you want me to write a personal message. So if there's anyone I missed, I have 2 books left. For those of you who have no idea what I'm doing, so I've never done a live like this. I have been, let me show you. Look at this, signing books and getting books prepared for shipment. And for the first time ever, I've been personally autographing them and with a message in there. So if there's someone that wants to get their hands on a copy of Necessary, I've already read a couple from each chapter. I don't think I'm going to read anymore. I'm going to close this live out. But if there's anyone else, speak now. Like, let me know if you're placing your order now and you want me to hold on a minute and you want me to personalize it. But I thank you all for... someone says, I would love to have an autographed copy with a message, please. Okay, I'll talk just another couple minutes. Alice, you can go ahead and place your order. Go to Unlocking. My battery's going to turn you off. Go to unlockinggreatness.com, and right there on that page is a button that says shop. And as soon as you place your order, very quickly in this chat, before this closes out, let me know that it's placed and what name I can write it to. So Alice, I'll give you a moment. So that means I have 1 more left. If there's anybody else that wants to get an autographed copy for someone for, you know, holiday gift or just to encourage someone, I'll wait on Alice real quickly. So in the meantime, I'll just sit here with you guys. But this is what I've been doing today. I've never done this before. And now Imelda says I would love to have a copy. So Imelda, you'll get the last one here then. So go to unlockinggreatness.com, and there's a shop button on there. And as soon as you get it, quickly, my battery's going down. In fact, hopefully one of my staff members will bring me a charger. But quickly let me know that it's placed, and let me know if I can write the message out to you directly. So Alice, you let me know. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting on Imelda and I think it's Alice, just those 2, I want to thank you all for all of the love and support. It is my prayer that God helps to spread necessary through the world. Actually, let me just rephrase that. God has made it very clear to me that this is going to be spread all over the world. So I ask that you guys please help me with that by just spreading the message, spreading the word. And even if someone can't afford to get a book, don't make them feel bad about it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Is there a plug over there where I can plug this in? Yeah, because 1 or 2 of these is about to go out. Uh-oh, I'll let you get it, or let her help you with it. So I think I'm gonna need 2, because this literally is going out. You guys hang on 1 second, because the battery is literally going out on this one. I think I need 1 more for this one, if you can get 1 more. Thank you so much. I want to thank you all just for all the support, and I ask that you all help spread this throughout the world so that people can get the encouragement that they need. And I really want to thank you all for all of the comments, all of the reviews. And for those of you who are not able to get your hands on a copy of a book, because I know $27 is not cheap for everyone, you don't need to feel bad about that, because you can get the audiobook for whatever you want to get it for. Like, you get to literally name your price for the audiobook. So you can go to unlockinggreatness.com. Somewhere on there you can click on one of the tabs that leads you to my book page, and you'll see that for the audiobook you actually get to get it for whatever you want. And God placed it in my heart to do that, to help people. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. And then I just noticed 1 more is going out, but I think I'll be closing things out. So let me, Imelda, let me know when your order is placed so that I can begin writing yours. Thank you so much. And then I think there was 1 person here. Ashley, thank you, baby. Okay, no, that's fine, Alice. Don't feel bad about that. You can still get it on Amazon later. When you have time, you can get it on Amazon. And you can always get the audiobook whenever you need it. So, Imelda, I'll wait another minute and then I'll close this out. So, in closing, earlier, for those who've been, some of you guys have been on my live this whole time, which is, you guys have been on the live like this whole time. Earlier on the live, I explained to you all that my Unbreakable collection is out, something I've never even announced to the world. And it comes in a beautiful drawstring pull-out box, beautiful message in here that reminds you that you're unbreakable. And then it comes in a beautiful pouch, and by God's grace it'll be in stores all around the world. And I designed and trademarked this collection years ago, to be honest with you. And I don't know why, but God has just now released me to release it. And it's called Unbreakable. And it comes in different colors. It's in gold, rose gold, and then it's in black and silver. So it could be for men or women. So that's also can be found on unlockinggreatness.com. And you can just click that shop button and you'll be able to see it. So I pray you guys are greatly encouraged. Someone says, thank you. I'm sorry to hold everything up. Baby, you're not holding anything up. This has been a wonderful time talking to you all. I think I'm good. I think we're going to be, yeah. Well, maybe, you know what? Let's go ahead and put it in here really quickly in this one. I didn't know I had that many charges in here, so thank you. All right, I love you all. Let me see. Any other questions in here? So thank you all for sharing. The last post that I put up, I think it was the day before yesterday, I read that entire chapter called A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1. I would ask that you guys spread that throughout the world, like share it and spread it with people. This is not about if somebody buys a book or not, just to be clear. It's far bigger than that. So thank you so much. You are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, God has blessed me with the best people in the universe. Thank you. But this is not about just trying to sell a book and get a book out there. The reason I read that whole chapter called A Letter to the Enemy, because some people may, I know some authors may be thinking like, why would you sit and read, your whole chapter? People are just going to be putting it out there. No, I want everybody to listen to that. So when you go find that post I put up a couple of days ago called A Letter to the Enemy, Part 1, all I ask is share it and let as many people hear it as possible, because people need to know the power that we have over the enemy, the power that God has given us, and stop believing these negative lies that the enemy has been feeding us. So all I ask is that you all share and continue to spread the word about necessary. So let me just see here before I get off of here. I've been following your podcast for some time and it really blesses me. Thank you. Thank you, baby. She has a podcast. Is it on Spotify? Yes, baby. I've had a podcast for a number of years. By God's grace, it's all over the world. Well, let me respond in humility. By God's grace, has helped a lot of people. My podcast is called Unlocking Greatness Podcast with Zenja Glass, and you can get it access to it on any platform, any place you can think of, from Spotify to, I don't know, name something, YouTube. What are all the platforms for podcasts? It's even on Amazon. So you can literally, for many of you all that have Alexa devices, if you say, hey, Alexa, play Unlocking Greatness Podcast with Zenja Glass, it'll play. And you can tell it to play the episode. It'll actually even play through Amazon. And those are some of the things, by the way, let me close out with this. Those are some of the things you learn inside of the Entrepreneur Program. For those who are not members of the Unlocking Greatness community, by God's grace only, it's not me. I formed a community called the Unlocking Greatness Community. And inside of that community, you get access to the video book. Many people don't know I have a video book. So imagine me just kind of sitting and reading the whole book to you. It's on video. So that's a part of the necessary retreat. You get access to all of that. And for those who choose to attend the entrepreneur workshop sessions, and our next session is this Wednesday, but those are some of the things we talk about. We talk about writing books and how do you get it worldwide? You know, how do you private label your own products? How do you grow your social media channel? How do you, start your own webinars? How do you start your coaching program? So we learn a lot of things in there. So if there's anyone looking for a good mentorship program, a good community, I love the community so much. They're the best people in the world. It's people from all around the world. We come together on Zoom calls and we really become one big family. We really have. We're very much involved in each other's lives. You're able to join. You can go to unlockinggreatness.com and just hit that button that says join. And there's a special on there today. It ends today, actually, where you save $100 off. So if anyone's looking for a good mentorship program, whether it's personal development or entrepreneurial, today would be the day to get in there so you can save a little bit of money. Okay, let me get my butt out of here. God bless you. May you overflow with blessings. I can't wait to connect. I can't wait to hear from you, Omega, and when you hear what I wrote. Let me see if there's anything else before I close out. Can you sign one for me? Do I need to go to your web and sign up now to order? Belinda, run as quickly as you can to unlockinggreatness.com. Right there on that page, you'll see a button that says shop. And as soon as, let me turn my thing back on so I can see orders. As soon as you go to it, order right away and let me know that you ordered it so that I can address the book to you. I have 2 left to autograph, and not only autograph, but I'm writing personal messages inside of these books to you. So Belinda, I'll hold one for you right now. And if there's one other person while we're waiting on Belinda, I've got one left because I just stand up signing all of these. By God's grace. Can you guys see them? Right? And these, and I have these 2 left. So one is yours, Belinda, and if there's anyone else that wants to get the other one with a personal message, let me know right away because I got to close this live out. All right, let me just see. Someone says, God bless you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So can you sign one for me? I do need to go. So Belinda, I'll wait on you really quickly. All righty, you guys, I'm going to start closing out on some of these. I'll close out in my Facebook one. All right, see you all. Hope you all are blessed. Before I close out on Facebook, if there's anyone that was trying to get the last book, let me know right away because I'm getting ready to close out some of these lives, all right? So I'll give you guys about 5 seconds to respond. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and close the live out. I love the book. Thank you so much for being a blessing. Thank you, Donna. I love you, Zenja. Donna, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Reading through some of these comments. Thank you. Is it Atata or Tita? Thank you so much for your comment. Respect Mother Zion. I'm blessed in strength by your message. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby. Thank you for all the messages. So if there's anyone else, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm going to close out my Facebook. Love you all. Bye-bye. All right, I have to close out some of these lives, you guys, because I've never gone live for this long. So I'm going to close some of them out. So hang on one second here. Let me see. How do I do that? Guess I'll let it post for 30 days. Okay, so I'm done with Facebook. I just closed that down. And Instagram, I think I'll go ahead and close this one down as well. Belinda is placing her order. Okay, Fatima, you got the, Fatima said, I'd like a signed book. Fatima, run to unlockinggreatness.com right now. And on there, there's a link that says shop or shop now or something. Click on it and very, very quickly let me know you place your order so that I can not only autograph it, but write a personal message to you. So you and Belinda are the two that I'm waiting on right now for that. All righty, is there anyone else in here? Hey, baby, how are you guys doing? For those who are just joining, I don't even know if I can begin to recap everything we just did, but I just did my very first book signing live, something I've never done. Please excuse the way I'm looking. Yeah, this is just, yeah. You just have to excuse the way I'm looking because I've cried in some of everything as I've read through some of the chapters inside of Necessary. But we just talked through couple chapters inside of Necessary. I didn't talk through a chapter called Hidden, which I just put a post up today on that one. And that whole chapter is about there's sometimes God hides you and it feels like punishment, but it's really not punishment. It's just he's hiding you because he's getting you prepared. So if any of you all saw that post I put up today, let me know your comments on that in terms of what you thought. But God really put it in my heart to remind people that just because things are not working out the way we hoped it would work in the time frame that we expected, that does not mean that he's forgotten about us, you guys. That doesn't mean he's forgotten about us at all. But sometimes he hides us. And what I've noticed, and I'm not going to read from that chapter right now, but what I've noticed in a season of being hidden, and it's only in hindsight that I noticed this, every single time, especially when I was praying and just practically begging God to rush and do something in my life, only in hindsight do I see it. So I'm going to be very honest. Am I able to see that? Wow, all that time God was looking out for me and I didn't know it. Like there was people he was moving out of the way that I thought I could depend on and trust on, and God revealed and showed who they really were. There was things in my character he had to mold, because if I would have gotten there too soon, like what I'm doing now, I couldn't have done this about 12 years ago. You guys would not have liked me. I mean, I was more arrogant, more prideful, more, you name it. I was all about, I'd say maybe a good 12, 13 years ago, I would have been all about, the bottom line, making some money. Like I literally, I was in a different mindset at a season in my life when, I know I'm drifting, but just follow me a minute because I'm waiting on those two to finish their purchase. But God had to humble me and bring me to such a low. And it hurt so bad to go to such a low because it felt like punishment. But I really didn't understand. He was hiding me from myself. Not only from other people, but hiding me from myself. So I'm so grateful that God didn't reveal me in any way to anybody until I became his reflection. So if you all do have Necessary, make sure you read that chapter called Hidden. And that'll be a really, really good, encouraging chapter for you all to read, especially for those of you who feel like, God, when is it going to be my turn? When are things going to take off? I really want you to read through that chapter. But anyway, let me close this out. Greetings, mighty woman of God, for our honor and blessed, glorify, mighty work, shalom. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty, let me close out of this. So Fatima, let me see if you guys placed your order yet so I can quickly sign these two. Fatima and Belinda, let me know once you're done processing it. I don't see that it came through yet, and I have the two left waiting for you. All right, so just let me know quickly if you want me to. Okay, Fatima says she's done. Let me just refresh. And it's not showing up just yet, Fatima. Hopefully you went to unlockinggreatness.com, because if you got it through Amazon, I won't be able to autograph it. But I'll keep refreshing and see if it shows up, Fatima. So we will see. All righty. Love you all. I'm going to go ahead and close out this Instagram live because I've been live on Instagram for a while. But I love you all. I pray you guys have been encouraged. Bye-bye. Some of these lives I've got to close out because I've been live a really long time. Okay, I only have 2 lives left open. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was about. Alrighty. Fatima, I'm still waiting for it to come through, but I may go ahead and start writing just in case. So you said you did it through, you went to unlockinggreatness.com and clicked on that shop button, right? So just let me know really quickly. And Belinda, let me know. Belinda said, can you sign one for me? I do need to go to your website now in order. So it could just be a little bit of a delay with my phone. Maybe one of my team members can let me know if it went through, but it could be a little bit of a delay. I'll wait one more minute. And Fatima, while I'm waiting, is it okay that I address it to Fatima, Fatima? Just let me know. That way when the order comes through, I won't have to ask you that question. So let me know if it's okay to address it. Okay. And let me know if I can write whatever you want me to write on it. Okay, good. So let me write this down. This is for Fatima. Okay. And Belinda, same with you. While I'm waiting on your order to come through, let me know when it does come through. Can I address it to Belinda? Just let me know so I can close this out. All righty, TikTok, I'm going to close it down. Fatima, I think yours just came through, so give me just a second. Okay, that's Belinda's. Okay, so Belinda, you said I can, Belinda, can I write whatever I want to write in here? Or do you have a specific message you want me to write? For those who are just joining, I'm signing books, and I'm down to the last few. Someone says, hi, do you ship to the UK? If you're ordering from out of the country, it's better to order directly through Amazon. I have a relationship with them now, so they ship all of my books nationwide. So just go to Amazon and look up Necessary by Zenja Glass. And that actually helps quite a bit because that helps improve my standing in Amazon. So if you can go to Amazon and place an order, the only other option you'd have other than Amazon is you can get the audiobook directly on my site at unlockinggreatness.com. So I do make the audiobook available. Someone says, greetings from Berlin, Germany. Hey, baby, greetings, greetings. So Belinda, I think that was yours that came through. Give me 1 second here. Let me go ahead and write Belinda's order. And Belinda, I'm assuming you're giving me permission to write whatever I want to write, because I'm gonna go ahead and start writing. For those who are just joining, I'm writing personal messages to people who are placing orders for my book. And if you want to place an order, you'd have to go to unlockinggreatness.com and order. And Belinda, but let me concentrate a second so I can write a personal message to you, Belinda. Let me just think. Belinda, I'm still writing to you. I'm almost done. Belinda, when you read this, you make sure you message me through my, what platform is this, through my YouTube? Make sure you message me and let me know if this message, if you understand what this message is saying. Hold on, I'm just reading it again. And I want to know, are you going to answer to the call? So I'm not even tell you what's written in here. All right, Belinda, yours is done. So who was the other one? Was it Fatima? Let me see here. Yes, Fatima. All righty, Fatima, I got you. And Fatima, I think you gave me permission to write it to Fatima. And you said I can I can write whatever I want. Hopefully that's what you said. Because I'm gonna pray a second and write. Let me date it first. So Fatima, let me know. To Fatima. All righty, let me move these aside. For those who are just joining, someone says, how do you ship to the U? I think I answered that one, baby. You would have to order through Amazon. And I'm going to go ahead and close out my TikTok live because I'm just doing one last book. Fatima, you says, yes. Okay. I hope you're well, Z. Thank you for everything you do and for all of us. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I'm actually autographing the last book here, and this one is going to Fatima. So I'm just going to be silent a second if you guys can give me a moment. I don't like to just write anything. So just give me a moment, please. Fatima, you're going to love this. I pray you do. I mean, it's going to challenge you, just so you're aware. But I'm doing my best to write what I believe God has put it in my heart to write. This is amazing. I know when when authors or whatever sign a book, a lot of times it's just a little quick something, but I really try to, hang on a second here, write a message that I believe the person needs. So let me read it. I got my hand covered over because I don't want anyone to know what I wrote to her. Fatima, right away, you make sure you message me when you get this. I wish I can read it to you, but Fatima said, I almost forgot. I got to go to work. All righty, babe. I love you all. I love you. Thanks for joining the live. Someone says you're a breath of fresh air from our Lord, and it is a blessing. You use scripture, 2 Timothy 3:16. Oh, that's a good one. Isn't that one the one about watch our lives and doctrine closely? Is that 2 Timothy 3:16? I should know that. Watch our life and doctrine closely, persevere in them to save yourself and others. Let me just see. When I see a scripture, I like to challenge myself to know. Oh, no, that's the one, all scripture. That's right. All scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, training, and righteousness, so that the man of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. I love that. I love that. I love that. I got that confused with watch your life and doctrine closely. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those encouraging words, baby. Thank you. Now you got me looking up the one that says watch your life and doctrine closely. So if someone find that one, let me know. But thank you for that, baby. Thank you. I love you all. Look at all the books you guys helped me to. Oh my gosh, to God be the glory. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for joining my very first live. Let me rephrase that. My very first book signing live. If it is God's will, I'll do this again. I'm only going to do it if He puts it in my heart to do so. But this has been fun to write personal messages to you all. So your books are getting ready to get mailed. Let me put this back in camera. Your books are getting ready to get mailed like right now. And for those who place orders, you guys have personal messages in there, almost like a whole paragraph that I've written to you guys. So thank you. I love you all. I'm truly humbled. I'm truly humbled. I thank you all for everything that you've done. I thank you for all the encouragement. I thank you all for spreading the word about necessary. I thank you all for the prayers, even through my ups and downs. Thank you for the amazing reviews on Amazon you all have given me. And I just want you all to know I'm very appreciative, and I love each and every last one of you all. You guys don't know this, but I pray for you all every single day. I'm praying. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. And for the few of you who said that you wanted to join the Unlocking Greatness community, the mentorship program, I'm looking forward to seeing you all this Wednesday when we have our next meeting. So you can go to unlockinggreatness.com and sign up on there while we have that special that ends today. But I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you. See you soon, Marina. I'll be seeing you on Wednesday, Marina. Have a wonderful day, my beautiful Z. Thank you, Marina. I just love you. Bye-bye. Love you guys. How do I close it out? Okay. I think that's closing it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Fatima, you need to get to work. Bye-bye. Love you all.